London, the Big Smoke. When the sky isn't filled with gray clouds, the sun shines down on a city rich in culture and history. It's a home not only to some of the biggest places in the world, but the biggest ideas. The amount of creativity and drive that flows through London is astounding. There's no place that captures it better than the Tate Modern. Take the tube down to Blackfriars and be greeted by the gentle roar of the River Thames. Follow the yellow brick road, or the Millennium Bridge, that gives you a fantastic view of downtown London until you reach the museum. The pier out front is decorated with street performers and pass-byers looking to enjoy the atmosphere before heading inside to become surrounded by the depiction of raw emotion from hundreds of people from all over the world. This is the Tate Modern. Hi, my name is Liam Brackney, and we are here at the Tate Modern today, and we're going to be looking around the different exhibits and rooms and interview people who are attending the museum to see what is working for them and how they feel about the art. Let's go. I gotta say, when I first got to the Tate Modern, I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I'd been to art museums before, so why would this one be different? My question was answered the moment I stepped inside the building and I started exploring the exhibits. I've never really been one for physical art, but for whatever reason, whether it was the creativity behind the works or the fact that there was a literal beach in one room, I fell in love. It was really difficult to narrow it down to one room because each room was just so incredibly different from the last. You know what I just realized?
What?
We did this entire thing in portrait. After careful consideration, Henry and I decided to go with the Weston Gallery, a room with walls covered in paintings with a few bizarre statues in the center. I couldn't ever describe the art with words alone, because I'd never be able to truly capture how abstract it was. The room design, to me, really adds to the specific pieces of art. There are 3 narrow windows that show a glimpse of the pier and the River Thames that adds a bit of scenery of the modern world. This also lets in some natural light, giving all of the art a glow that no light bulb could. However, there are lights installed all over the room to make sure that no little detail is left in the shadow, and that attendees can truly grasp every color and every line that lies within the art. To me, it's a good balance between the real natural world and the limitless world of the human subconscious that is able to create works such as these. But hey, we're not here to talk about me. Let's see what some of the guests think. I'm Liam.
I'm Federico.
Tunji, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. When you first walk into the room, how would you describe your experience when you first see the art?
In this room?
Yes.
The color schemes of some pieces, the contrasts, the use of color, for example, in this one, that one over there.
The rare chance I had to come and actually see paintings and sculptures in a controlled environment, if you like, all together, the variety and disparity of the kind of styles and content.
It's a bit disturbing, to be honest.
Is there any piece in the room in particular that really sticks out to you?
No.
You made me thought it's on the way out rather than on the way in.
The first thing I see is this thing, to be honest. I just see this picture, it's the first thing I see. And for me, I was like trying to understand this artist.
This place is full of abstract art, and like you said, the color schemes is just mind-boggling. When you walk around and you really experience the art, what kind of raw emotion do you feel? How would you put that into words?
It's a bit shocking because this particular room, it's basically about what happened after World War II, and I think the contrast kind of gives the idea of how everything was basically just being terrible at some point, and now how we rebuild that and how we bring the light in through the medium of art.
I think it's a mixture of feelings. I think that there's so many thoughts and processes between all the different artists. I think it's just quite overwhelming sometimes. Yeah.
It's completely different. Every picture tells a different story. Some you can't see a message or any kind of allegorical message in a picture or a sculpture or whatever, and you wonder why it's here. Mm-hmm. There's not a great technique in painting. There's not a great story in it. So I find that a bit of a mystery. And others you connect with straight away. You completely get it immediately.
My final question is, so this place used to be an old powerhouse, but they've turned it into what is now known as the Tate Modern, which is a very large abstract museum here in London. After they remodeled it, they added these lights, the actual panels itself, and the individual lights that highlight the art, as well as the windows that bring some natural light. Looking at the room now, do you feel as if this heightens your experience of looking at the art, or if not, how so?
Not that much, to be honest. It's not something like you really focus on the center or really focus on the wall. It's more like ambient light for everything. So it's not really helped me to understand everything. It's just, for me, it's natural light.
It's like it's not there. Like not really thinking about the building itself or the arrangement as it is now. It's discreet enough so that I can actually enjoy the art that surrounds me. So that's probably it. Like, I didn't know that it was actually repurposed, but I guess it's fitting because I think that a lot of modern art, particularly like in this room, has that thing about like history having such a weight that you just can't escape it. So it will indefinitely end up in whatever you're producing. And the idea of it being repurposed and repurposing what came before kind of like has that association, at least for me. That's what I feel.
I think it's very neutral. I think it gives each artist an opportunity to show what they feel and have produced. Yeah, I think it's a great building to put your art up.
Definitely. Some paintings can be overlit, some paintings underlit, so just having a nice flat kind of white light with a bit of natural light always helps, I think.
And that's all the time we have today on the Rhetoric Museum's Tate Modern Edition. I'm Liam Brackton. Thank you so much for joining me on this expedition to find out how the Tate Modern really affects people coming in to view the art, their first impressions, their emotions, and how they feel the Tate Modern does a good job complementing the art. Remember your citations. I'll see you next time.